Hey everyone, my name's Neil. I work here at Sports Attack and I'm going to be walking you through some key component replacements on some of our machines. This video will walk you through replacing a controller on a hack baseball or hack softball pitching machine. Alright, step one, first make sure your machine is turned off and unplugged from power. And all you will need for this job is a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. Start by taking out the 4 screws. Make sure not to lose these lock washers because this machine can rattle the screw out if you're missing that. Okay, so final screw out. I'm going to show you on the casting is M1, M2, and M3 representing each motor. So M1 is this top left wheel, top left knob. M2 is your bottom wheel, and M3 is your top right. So pull the controller. The white wire is your power wire, or it's your line neutral wire. It has an N on the controller. Always make sure that only plugs in there because you can explode a controller. When you're taking off any of these wires, you need to grasp it firmly by the connector and just wiggle it back and forth. Do not pull it by the wire. It'll come off. The black, so this is your power wires. The black connects to your circuit breaker. This top wire, same deal, grab it, wiggle it. So you can disconnect it from your power. So here's your motors. The lines all run just the way they go in the box. Motor 3, M3, M2, and this one will be M1. They go into the controller the same way. On the controller, it says MOT1, middle MOT2, and motor 3. You'll disconnect all your motors. And that's it, controller's off. So once you have your new controller, you can start wherever. Make sure you are on the right wires for each motor. So M3, follow it in here, comes down that box, follow it, and that'll go to motor 3, which is labeled on your controller. And so the white terminal is bigger than the black. Same on here, so there should be no mixing up. Do not force them on. Make sure you're on the right terminals. So you'll put that one on. Find your motor 2 wire, which runs from the center hole of the casting across, down into the center hole of the box. Follow it down. Grab your motor 2, M2. Goes into the middle, M2. White on the bigger connector. Black on the small one. Motor 1 will do next. Follow your wire. Goes through the box. Your white. And then your black. So all 3 motors are connected now. You just need to connect your power back up. So the black power wire goes onto your circuit breaker. Let me show you. So black goes back onto here. And your white neutral goes on the end. That's it. So now, replacing it back in the box, you just want to run your wires around the edges. So the power wire tucks under that bolt that sticks through. And your motor wires, just try to lay them in there best you can. Run them up the sides. Flatten them. You're just making room for older terminals. It should fit nice like that. Like so. When you go to put your screws back in, make sure you have your lock washer on there. You can start them by hand to make sure you do not cross thread. It's not a bad idea. This one's a little bit tougher to start by hand. Sure. That's it. So now that your controller's in, you want to test the machine. Make sure your dials are at 0 and the machine's turned off. Connected to power. You're going to visually inspect this. You're going to see the rotation of the wheels at a low speed. Do not touch them. So turn it on. Rotation's right. You can check that bottom wheel. It's good. And now you can make sure that you're on the right channels by turning one on at a time. So top right, you can visually see the wheel comes up to speed. You could go to your top left. Wheel comes up to speed. So you're good there. Check your bottom, which is, you know is good, but check, make sure it's still working right. That's good. That's it.